Mutation Madness has taken over New York City, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are taking on their biggest battles ever. So every week, we're going behind the scenes with the series creators to get an exclusive look at the newest characters.
I think there's a lot of cool things that Mutagen Man can do. And I think it's because in the original, Mutagen Man was created with such fun. I think the main one is that he can go, "Brrr," and he likes to talk like that. Donnie! Donnie has hooked him up with a voice box, which is basically a speaker from a drive-in movie theater that's attached to the front of his tank. All his internal organs are floating around in a big glass vial, which is always kind of fun. And he has a long mouth thing that he can extend and kind of suck up mutagen or do other things with. He can shoot acid from his hands, but mainly he likes to clomp around real heavy and go. Mutagen Man has fallen in love with April and sort of terrorizes the city in a wonderful, lovable, friendly, mistaken kind of way. And he's just sort of a typical guy who is like most people. He's trapped in a giant glass jar and has acid hands. At the end of this episode, Mutagen Man is kind of on ice, but it's probably not the last we're going to see of him.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Catch all new episodes with all new characters every week on Nick. Mutation Madness has taken over New York City, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are taking on their biggest battles ever. So every week, we're going behind the scenes with the series creators to get an exclusive look at the newest characters.
Well, our newest mutant is Kirby Bat. It's actually April's father, and he gets mutated when a bunch of mutagen rains down from a stealth ship and ends up hitting him and mutating him. Kirby Bat can fly, he can eat bugs and small invertebrate animals. He is very ill-tempered, but he also has a sensitive side. Kirby Bat's a very sensitive, loving soul when he's not trying to eat your face. Kirby Bat's relationship with April is he's her father, and she still loves him and wants to turn him back into a human. But a lot of the season is her and the Turtles' attempts to transform him back into a human, and it doesn't usually go very well. It usually goes awry. You'll just have to wait and see exactly what unfolds, but we will get more of Kirby Bat down the line.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Catch all new episodes with all new characters every week on Nick. Mutation Madness has taken over New York City, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are taking on their biggest battles ever. So every week, we're going behind the scenes with the series creators to get an exclusive look at the newest characters.
The character of Slash is really awesome. We wanted to really play with the idea of what would it be like to actually have a fifth Ninja Turtle, and what would it be like if that turtle was actually evil. We took a lot of inspiration from the toy line that Playmates created back in the 80s, and one of the standout figures was always Slash, and his colors popped really great, and he has such this cool look. He's been a huge part of this franchise for a while now. He was in the old 80s show, and actually they're currently using him a lot in the new comic series. The idea of using CG to kind of bring a character like that to life and do the best we could was a great challenge that we wanted to undertake. We've been introduced to Slash as almost like this villainous character. So it's going to be fun in the future to see him kind of evolve as a character and possibly maybe become a pretty important ally to our turtle brothers. When Slash was still Spike, when he was still a cute little turtle, Raphael used to always give him lettuce, and it's part of the reason he's upset now because it made him really gassy.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Catch all new episodes with all new characters every week on Nick. Mutation Madness has taken over New York City, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are taking on their biggest battles ever. So every week, we're going behind the scenes with the series creators to get an exclusive look at the newest characters.
The design process for Casey Jones was pretty involved. There was so much to look at in the comics. in the previous cartoons. And what we really wanted to do, first of all, was make sure that his attitude came across right. The most iconic thing about him has always been his mask. So what we thought would be interesting was creating a paint job that was an homage to the original Eastman and Laird design from the comics. I guess my favorite quality about Casey Jones would be his swagger. I mean, he has this insane confidence when he comes into a room where no matter what the odds are, he's gonna just take it head on and just deal with the repercussions as they fall. He's got a pretty good sense of humor about the dire circumstances he always finds himself in. He's kind of a charmer. It's great to have a character like Casey along the ride with the Turtles. I mean, we're so used to seeing the Turtles kind of handle themselves well against alien and monster threats, but to have their fifth partner being a human kid who just can really dish out some butt kicking is going to be just fun to watch. So look out, Krang.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Catch all new episodes with all new characters every week on Nick. Mutation Madness has taken over New York City, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are taking on their biggest battles ever. So every week, we're going behind the scenes with the series creators to get an exclusive look at the newest characters.
The Footbots have a lot of cool attributes about them. Of course, the Footbots are based on the original Foot Soldiers. And in fact, you can't tell from looking at them that they are robots. And the thing that really makes them dangerous is that they have the ability to learn anything that they come up against. So if they see someone fighting, they can learn their moves. If they see someone ice skate, they can learn how to ice skate. And they usually take a fall at first, but then they assimilate that new information and they come out and they're super tough and really dangerous. I think my favorite quality about the Footbots is, first of all, they're formidable adversaries. They fight really well. They're really tough. But they also have this really cool sound that we've created for them. And when they learn something, their eyes glow, and we have this really great kind of sound that indicates that they've learned this new thing and they move into action. I love that sound.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Catch all new episodes with all new characters every week on Nick. Mutation Madness has taken over New York City, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are taking on their biggest battles ever. So every week, we're going behind the scenes with the series creators to get an exclusive look at the newest characters.
For me, one of the coolest things about Razar is the fact that he's a double mutant. He was originally Chris Bradford, then he got transformed into Dog Pound, and then he got mutated again into Razar. Razar's kind of like Raph to a certain degree, but he's obviously much more short-tempered. He's no nonsense. Razar can slice through you in about 1.3 seconds. He's got incredibly long, powerful, sharp claws that he can launch. He can fire them out almost like dart guns. And he is incredibly strong and fast. He's definitely a perfect nemesis for the Turtles. He's one of the Shredder's main henchmen, so we'll be seeing quite a bit of Razar, which I think fans will be into.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Catch all new episodes with all new characters every week on Nick. Mutation Madness has taken over New York City, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are taking on their biggest battles ever. So every week, we're going behind the scenes with the series creators to get an exclusive look at the newest characters.
The Squirrelinoids were originally squirrels that got into the mutagen and turned into these like horrible alien squirrel monsters. They start off as looking like normal squirrels until they jump into your mouth and crawl down into your throat, and then they basically reproduce in your stomach, whereas you then vomit two of them out. We wanted to just come up with a really cool, interesting way that they would reproduce and start to expand and grow into monsters. So I just kind of watched all my favorite old horror and science fiction movies and broke out a bunch of old comics, and I was just like, oh, this is just a cool idea. We've got a character who's gross, disgusting, scary, kind of cute before he transformed. It seems like perfect Ninja Turtles territory. Squirrelinoids can basically eat your face. And Mikey is terrified that they're gonna eat his face. When it comes to squirrelinoids, I can tell you it's gonna be disgusting, revolting. You're probably gonna choke on your food. You may vomit. Who knows, but you actually will get to see the squirrelinoids again.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Catch all new episodes with all new characters every week on Nick.